Is there some way that I can justify a collection of Christmas houses if they're lighthouses? These are really cute. And no, I can't justify it, and I absolutely know that. I'm Michelle, this is my romantic tangle, and let's go thrifting. I hadn't seen lighthouses before, and I'm not quite sure why you would have a village of them. You need one lighthouse, right? Maybe two. I love gaudy old couches, and this one has got to be one of my absolute favorites because it has houses. It has all of the fabulous little old house details, and I would put this in my house, guys. I don't know that I'd buy a couch from a thrift store, but I love this couch. My husband, I am sure, would completely disagree with me, even after I pointed out that it's got a ruffle at the bottom and the wooden details. And I did not read the price right there. I think it was $250, which is another hard no. Look at how tightly this store packs the furniture together. And look, that is the gap I was standing in to get a better look at that couch and get pictures of it. Level technology. I've seen more really old adding machines lately than makes sense. I wish when my parents got rid of the leftovers from their old appliance store, they had one that they asked me if the kids would want. And at that point, my kids were way too young for me to realize that they were going to share my fascination for cool old stuff. So I let it go at the garage sale, and I shouldn't have. I was looking at this mirror thinking the frame might work for a round thing that I want to frame, but of course I've never actually taken the time to measure the piece. I need to take measurements and I need to keep them in my purse and carry them around with me. I like this cute little oil painting. And the little house frame caught my attention, but just because I can think of things to do with a thrift store find doesn't mean I need to bring home that thrift store find. Blue geese, and look at the cow. I had not seen one of those in I don't know how long. They were to go on the lids of mason jars, and now I want one. Is a milk glass chicken, it's a nesting chicken, but it is just the lid. And as uneducated as I am about milk glass, it seems like the part where it's missing its base would pretty much eliminate all of its value. Have to look at the old cast iron, even though I do not have anywhere near the patience it would take to have cast iron in my kitchen right now. I know how to do it. I know how to do it right, but I don't want to, and you can't make me, and I will stick with my Teflon for the moment. More geese with blue accessories, and I found myself a milk glass vase. The same style of milk glass vase that, like I said, is everywhere. I wonder how many millions of those exist out in the world. So many walkers, so many sets of crutches, and I'm kind of glad they're there because at the point in my life when I needed a pair of crutches, I did go and buy a pair at the thrift store, and I still have them because mine are old and wooden. And I hope to God I never need them again, but just in case. Saw the Dimensions logo, but had to look at this bag pattern first. I have almost never found good craft supplies at this store, and today was the exception. They had the Dimensions needlepoint kit. They had just an amazing variety of stuff. Here was some embroidery, and they had put packing tape across the stitches. Just why would you do that? It's not like I would have bought it anyway, but don't make it harder for people to save the stitches, please. Not that I think any of the people who do these things are going to be watching this and hearing me plead with them not to do that. There are always lots of patterns, and I don't know I think I was wondering what those were. I see some stitch markers, and then I see some things I don't know what they are, and they may not even be needlework because the way that things get packaged. I was tempted. This quilt pattern was pretty and it had somebody else's partially finished project in it. And it might have been a fun challenge to see if I could do something with that. But I was being good and not spending money, and I left it behind. And now I'm second thinking myself, but there will be other projects that I find that I can tackle. And you can't buy everything. Like I said, I have never seen this much crafting stuff at this store. They usually have some. I've never seen needlework kits. There was a whole bag of DMC. And now I'm looking at it speculating what could they have been stitching with those colors? And this doll kit, remember the video I did about my great grandma's crocheted dolls? She had one of those in there and it had a blue dress. I could have bought the kit and made myself one. Not that I want one. Found another cart full of crafting and needlework stuff. This one isn't as full, but it also didn't have big bags of stuffing in it, so probably there is just as much in here as there was at that other cart I found at St. Vinny's. There was some old stuff in here. And more Dimensions needlepoint kits. Somebody had a substantial stash of them and they were all unopened. I hope that somebody who wants to do needlepoint found those. There was a diamond painting kit. I don't have the slightest urge to try diamond painting. I like watching my friends and how excited they are about theirs, but it doesn't make my heart go pity-pat. Always look in the linens because there is a weird overlap between fabric and linen and not a lot of rhyme or reason of what goes where, as evidenced by this bag of pink scraps. For someone who was planning a quilt using shades of pink, that would have been absolutely perfect. I think I recognize some of those as being Joann's prints, so it's probably not Quilt Shop's fabric, and it definitely doesn't matter that it is not Quilt Shop fabric. This wasn't one of my favorite stores, but I found a lot on this trip that intrigued me and kind of tempted me, and this, I can't decide if I am horrified. 100% cotton blankets, $2 each, all of them stamped LA County Jail. Why are LA County Jail blankets here at a thrift store in Oregon? Are they used? I have so many questions. Thanks for thrifting with me. I'll see you soon.